Hey guys, Warhammer here. So I decided to do something a little bit different. So normally I just stream gameplay, but I decided that we'll release some episodic campaign videos starting today with Khazrak and the Beastmen, just to get a little bit more content out for you guys, and also because my internet's a little bit fickle at the moment. But I hope you enjoyed, and we'll jump right in. Alright guys, so let's jump into Khazrak's campaign. From what I've heard, the Beastmen in Warhammer 3 can be a little bit easier, but Khazrak can be a little bit more difficult just since you start with so many enemies nearby. You have a bunch of the Empire, you have Orcs, you have Karl Franz right here, you have Festus, who you may ally with, but I haven't played, I haven't even thought about that so far. Yeah, let's jump in and see where this campaign takes us. Alright, so we're gonna have to kill these wood elves off first before we can erect a Herdstone. Oh, and we do get the ambush, which is good. The Beastmen for a long time weren't super fun on the campaign map, but their battles were, in battles they were always really fun. And that's something with the rework they got in the end of Warhammer 2, that they are just as fun on the campaign map now as they were in battles. So it's fun having these little ambushes and the shock cavalry, which some of the Beastmen infantry underperforms a little bit compared to other infantry of similar cost and stuff. But they are... Actually, let's put our Rizhig over here. Sorry, I'm continuing thoughts at the same time as I'm trying to do other things. We're going to try to protect our Bestigors a little bit, just because we don't want them to take as much damage from the Eternal Guard. The Eternal Guard have pretty good armor piercing, so let's try to put our Bestigors on the Dryad, since they have lower armor piercing, if I remember right. Yeah, they have poor armor piercing, so... There are some Way Watchers here, so we do have to be a little bit more careful. But it shouldn't be too bad. Okay, we got our Discord Chariot and our Minotaurs. Or is this a Razorgore Chariot? Okay, it is a Razorgore, so a little bit higher tier. And we'll put these guys in a control group so that I don't have to manually have them all attack the same, give them all manual targets. And we'll go after this Wood Elf Lord at the same time. Alright, shut down these Way Watchers as quick as we can, though. Oh man, did you see that? Those Way Watchers freaking decimated my Bray Shaman. You guys shoot those Eternal Guard, please. And he's just running away like a little sissy. Trying to get to the end. Oh, okay. We just need to... Is he faster than Khazrak? It's 46. Okay, they're the same speed, but okay, there we go. Now he's going to start shutting him down. Okay, yeah, let's just watch this for a little bit, since we're pretty secure on our front. Which Khazrak is alright, but I think he should get a few buffs. He's kind of weaker compared to most legendary lords. Alright, now we can get another spell cast off of Spirit Leech. And these guys should all be crumping pretty quickly. And we're going to try to wipe out as many of these guys as we can, just so we get the maximum amount of replenishment. Okay, we did finish him off over there. Alright, we can speed this part up though. You're going to stop shooting so we don't get any friendly fire. And you guys can come help over there. See if we can get one more Spirit Leech off. Should kill off quite a few more of them. And we won't be able to quite catch them. That's probably good for this battle. From what I remember looking at this campaign, just kind of on a quick glance for a few turns, I think taking Lorelorn Forest will be quite an ordeal. Settlement battles are not great for the Beastmen since they have such low leadership, so we got to be a little bit careful. Oh, we did take a little bit more damage on this Ungor Herd than I would have wanted, but our Bestigors and our Gore Herd are healthy. Those Way Watchers did a lot of damage to our Bray Shaman. Yeah, let's just focus on healing. We can't quite attack this turn. I don't know if we want actually Warhounds, because Warhounds, their speed getting around all the things and like all the obstacles in sudden battles can be really, really helpful. But I think we'll go with the Spearmen with shields. Okay. Yeah, and let's look at our... I guess we haven't unlocked our technology yet, because we have to create a Herdstone for that. There's nothing we want to upgrade with our Dread quite yet, because I'm not really fond of Ungors to start. Maybe we save up for Razor Gores, because those are actually really good guys. They have really high armor piercing. Or we could go for some Manticore. That's one of the lower ones as well. And Dread per turn is always good. And I am playing with some mods, which I'll include a link in the description for the collection on Steam, so you guys can check those out. They are all user interface or graphical mods. None of them are gameplay changing. Alright, let's just go with that leadership effect so we can not lose all our guys in due to low leadership in battles. And this should heal us back up to full as well. He's probably just going to sit there in the base. He shouldn't attack us. But yeah, this can be a really dangerous start position. So like one of the mods I have lets us get a little picture of all of the points of interest, which I really, really like. But yeah, for our first Herdstone, we're going to take here, and then I think we'll go after Dieterschaffen next. And we'll kind of see what we need to do over here with Middenheim. Because taking a siege battle right at the start is probably not a smart idea. Because this will just be a settlement battle. They do have a Way Watcher, Glade Guard. War Dancers are actually pretty decent against Beastmen infantry. So yeah, we just gotta, I think we just gotta protect mostly our, as long as we protect our high valuable units like Bestigors and our Minotaurs, I think we should do alright. But looking at the points, if I remember right, they usually kind of clump up over here. And the problem will just be getting into battle with their infantry before they build up their obstacles, their barricades. And we do have to be a little bit more careful with our Minotaurs, because they will really like to shoot them. Something that's nice about the Beastmen, especially for Khazrak's faction, is that Bestigors get Vanguard deployment. And we'll bring these guys over here, and I think we'll try to cycle over here with our chariots and things like that. Maybe I should have got some more archers. Alright, is there anyone I'm forgetting back here? Yeah, unfortunately the heroes and stuff do not get Vanguard deployment. Okay. Yeah, just move these guys up as quickly as possible. You guys come over here. You just start shooting them. Yeah, and then I think they got the Way Watchers over here. So we need to shut them down as quickly as possible. So let's get them... get our archers a little bit out of the way. And they didn't build any barricades over here. That's very surprising. Alright. Okay, we don't want to charge our... what am I trying to say? Gosh. We don't want to charge our Minotaurs in the Eternal Guard, because that bonus for Sludge will actually do quite a bit of damage, which is what's happening over here with our Razorwood Chariots. See if we can get these guys pulled around the side. That way we can flank them. Same thing on this side. You, let's go after these Glade Guard in the back. Yeah, we're kind of steamrolling through some of these guys. Was our archer shooting? Come over here. You, now we can, now that we've got her on the back, let's reform. And hit them in the back. Chariots are doing pretty good. Minotaurs aren't getting hurt too much. So we'll try to bring them around, hit some of these Eternal Guard in the back. Help out these other Ungors a little bit. Ooh, they do have... Oh, we didn't get the Way Watchers though. Let's do that instead. You guys just come help over here. Oh, and we got a Helm of Discord. I didn't notice that. That is a really good starting item. You guys are just going to come around this way. Maybe we'll send these chariots off to try to capture this leadership supply point. Ooh, and those Way Watchers are shooting our guys now. See if we can break these guys with a good charge. Like half of the Minotaurs got caught. How are you guys doing against that guy? Oh, they killed him. That was really fast, actually. Let's capture this point, and we'll take our Minotaurs back and try to get on these Way Watchers now. Yeah. Eternal Guard have lots of armor piercing. 20 armor piercing damage out of 24 total. Like, that is really, really good. What are you guys doing? Oh, not doing anything at the moment. Okay. Go after the Way Watchers. Don't let these War Dancers get caught on you. Alright, let's try not to take too many casualties. Come on, get on those Way Watchers. Estegors will break these guys, and I think it's just these two healthier units that are holding their leadership together. So let's get some good charges on them. Oh, these guys are still holding out pretty well, actually. Okay. We'll bring Khazrak down back this way. Estegors finally broke those Eternal Guard. And I think the Minotaurs are having a hard time fighting these guys because they keep going in between the platform. Oh, what are you doing all the way over here? Let's come on and bring you over that way. Come on, just kill the Way Watchers, please. You guys are getting pounded because you're not doing what I'm telling you to. Having a hard time fighting them while they're on the barricade. Okay. Get those War Dancers. Yeah, man, our Minotaurs are taking a beating. There's army losses, finally. Yeah, we lost half of our Minotaurs. But as long as we don't get attacked right away, I think we should do all right. Okay, we can end this one because they will get wiped out completely. Since it is a settlement battle. Oh, and our Goreherd got pretty hurt as well. It's good that we wiped out these Wood Elves right to start with, because they are just a pain. Wood Elves are probably one of my least favorite factions to fight after the Skaven. Let's erect our first Herdstone. And when do we get a full moon? Six turns? Okay. Alright, now we'll get some of those Chaos Warhounds. And let's get some more Hunger Raiders for those bows. I think the first one we want to go for is, let's go with the weapon strength against pretty much all of our early enemies. Wood Elves, Dark Elves, and Men. Men mostly. But, yeah, because we're stuck right in the middle of the Empire. And for our building, what do we want to do? For Herdstone. Khazrak the Replenishment, I think would be alright. This one gives us... it gives all our enemies, basically non-Warriors of Chaos, Winded and Vigor in battle. That is actually really, really good, especially if we're fighting a lot of manual battles. This one would decrease tower time for siege battles, which we may not fight a whole lot of those to start with. So let's go with the Vigor in battle. I think that'll be really helpful. And upgrading Khazrak. Oh, we gained 3 levels with that battle. Alright, these are... army bonuses for Khazrak's army, actually, if you go to the second one. So this one would give us missile resistance, and this one would give us weapon strength. I think we want to go with weapon strength just because beastmen are really about shock and awe. They really like to do their damage right off the start. So if we can avoid most of the missiles most of the time, I think we should be a lot better with this one. Let's start buffing up these Ungors and Bestigors, because Bestigors are... Khazrak shooting that he buffs. Since they get Vanguard deployment. Okay. And do we want to just go for Spirit Leech? Because we don't really have a lot of spells we want to spend skills on right away. Maybe we go for actually Corruption. Let's do Corruption and upgrading Spirit Leech. Because if we can get that Chaos Corruption going to where people have to take attrition to fight us, that'll set us on a really good path to dealing with all of them. But, yeah, I think our next step is to go to Diederschaffen. Which these names are all in German, so I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing them right. Not German, but Germanesque. Since the Empire is kind of based off the Holy Roman Empire. Or do we go to Wiseman first? I think we go to Diederschaffen. Yeah, we can't quite make it there in one turn. Oh, I should have gone and hit an encampment. That way we could replenish a little bit more. But I guess we live and we learn. Okay. I don't know. Let's see if there's anyone we want to deal with. I guess we don't really have any diplomacy options. Since the Beastmen can't really trade. Like I said, I haven't played Beastmen since Warhammer 2, actually. So it has been a while. We've only got about 2 more weeks until the Chaos Dwarves come, though, so I'm pretty excited for that. We'll start being able to release some content towards them in the next couple days. Yeah, let's go into our hidden encampment. That way we can finish out the rest of our army. And hopefully attack the settlement before they come with a full army there to defend against us. Let's go with more archers as well. Yeah, they really hurt our Gorherd in that settlement battle. They went to basically 20% health. Now, how much dread do we need for our Herdstone upgrade? 375? Okay. Yeah, because we want to get these Herdstones up basically as fast as possible, because that not only does that give them a stronger garrison, it also lets us recruit higher tier units a little bit earlier. Yeah, we'll see if they bring over, if Nordland brings over a second army. Nope. Okay, this shouldn't be too bad of a battle then. Beastmen almost always benefit from fighting the manuals manually. Because I'm pretty sure that they don't have great auto-resolve, so we are going to fight this manually just so we minimize our casualties. But the auto-resolve tends not to like the Ungors very much. They take quite a bit of damage in auto-resolve. Khazrak embodies the rage of the beastmen. Hunger for war, for flesh, and most of all for revenge drives his journey across the great blood grounds at the head of the Bray Herd. And Khazrak is supposed to be, lore-wise, one of the most intelligent beastmen ever. Like, beastmen are not known for using tactics at all, but Khazrak is actually quite tactical, which has made catching and killing him very, very difficult for Boris Todringer. Alright, let's keep these Gors in the back a little bit, just so they are not quite at the front line. Hopefully that'll let them stay out of combat a little bit easier. Yeah. And unfortunate that we have to leave our Lord in the back because he doesn't get Vanguard deployment like his friends. We'll bring around our other guys for a flank attack. They have mostly melee, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem, especially since we can shoot their spearmen who do not have shields quite easily, and that will bring them down fast. Yeah, the Beastmen are all about Shakana. Their racial ability, Primal Fury, gives them really good melee stats and, well, offensive stats, I should say, when they are high of leadership. They're all about that initial damage and then just kind of finishing off the enemy before they can mount a good defense. Oh, did I forget someone? Nope. Okay. Alright, let's get them moving forward as a group. We'll try to come around. They did camp a little bit close to the edge of the map, so getting around them will be a little bit harder than normal. We just want to get close enough for our archers to start annihilating their spearmen. You guys come shoot these other spearmen. Oh, moving the chariots around a little bit more. And the Minotaurs can come around. Minotaur, Minotaur, I don't know how you guys like to pronounce it, depending on where you're from. Alright, we'll pull back these Chaos Hounds, so they don't stay in melee too long. Get some spells off on this enemy general. Yeah, it's like we're already crumping a lot of their guys. It's all about getting those good charges off. Alright, let's focus on these spearmen right there. You guys can come and focus over here. Warhounds can come around for another bite at these guys. And I always forget that we have the Helm of Discord. Because does that give minus leadership too? No, it's just melee attack and melee defense. Okay, and then they should break pretty quickly. Let's get our archers to stop firing so we don't get any friendly fire. And once their lord breaks, that should be it for this battle. Let's just get them to continue chasing them though. There we go. Yeah, we took minimal casualties with this battle. 82 losses. I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, I think our biggest concern with this campaign, early on at least, is going to be, I think, Karl Franz, because he comes right for us, if I remember right, from Warhammer 2. Or maybe, oh no, Warhammer 2, Khazrak's position was swapped, wasn't it? He was starting near Talea, if I remember right, kind of where Morgur is now. But maybe I have that wrong. Alright, I think we wanted to go with Raise and Advance because this builds up the Chaos Corruption a little bit faster. And it gives us more Horde growth. Because Bestial Rage is alright, but it doesn't really do anything right off the bat. Yeah. Let's avoid Salesman for now, because we don't want to fight another siege battle. Because they probably have a full army there as well, so let's come and go after Wiseman, I'm going to guess. And let's just finish off these buffs for Ungors and Bestigors. Get that corruption spreading as much as possible. Get that attrition going. Building up our dread a little bit. We're almost up to 300. Khazrak the One-Eye. Yep. Boris Todringer Toddy took my eye. And Khazrak took his eye in return. Okay, is that a plague on ours? Okay. Is that from Plague of the Crow? That's usually from Norska, if I remember right. But, yeah, let's come after Wiseman. I think these greenskins are pretty friendly since we're going to be going after the Empire, so they shouldn't be too concerned about that. I think we'll come in and camp the next turn right here, just in case there's any armies looking to come out and fight us right away. Start building up our income. So we can upgrade these Herdstones once we actually unlock them. Alright, no one coming to look for us right away. This should get us close enough. Ooh. We don't have enough range to get to Karl Franz this turn. Hopefully our ambush does not get discovered. Because if we had to fight both Boris and Karl Franz at the same time, I think we would be in some trouble. By Sigma, no! Oh, and what is this other one? The Ancient Dragon Cave. Known simply as the Ancient Dragon Cave, it was once home to an infamous drake, said to have come from the Far East. The creature has not been seen in eons. So maybe that's one of the dragon children of Cathay. Okay, let's just hope we don't get our ambush discovered right here. Oh, Karl Franz does retreat, okay. He did not end up fighting the greenskins. And we'll see if these guys try to move after us or if they're going to go after greenskins as well. Well, we can. That's good for us. We can catch this army and hopefully have enough movement to come and fight Boris. Solar Eclipse. Morsleib is ancient, not ancient, ascendant, usurping the sun's revered place in the firmament. The world is awash with its sick and terrible hue. Such an event is almost unheard of. It is a call to the beastmen, a sign that the herd has an opportunity to dominate. Lead them, beast lord, seize glory. So we could go with one which will give us full replenishment, which we're not too worried about right away, but it is every turn for 2 turns. So if we take a lot of casualties, we could heal basically back up to full, no matter what our battles are, unless we lose units. This one will give us Bestial Rage, which I'm not too worried about. Horde recruitment, we're at a full army already. Campaign movement range might be really good. So I think it's between these two. I think we will want to do all damaged units will be healed all the way, because I think we can take both these battles, and then if Karl Franz decides to come after us, that way we can take him out as well. Because this will take about a third of our replenishment, of our campaign range, and we should be able to make this attack as well. Okay, and with the ambush, this will be a really decisive victory. Again, just fighting the battle manually so we can save our units as much as possible to fight Toddy's full army. I'm not too fond of... Khazrak gets a chariot as a mount. I'm not too fond of chariot mounts for characters. Alright, we'll get half of our guys shooting on this side and on the other side, so that we can trap them basically as quick as possible. And that way, no matter what, even with their shields, they're getting shot from both sides, so they can't defend that. Right, make sure I'm not forgetting anyone. Okay, there's these two guys over here. You guys can come on this side. We'll keep all of our hounds over here to get on those militia. Oh, I guess we didn't put these guys any melee on this side, so let's do that. Alright, and we'll put them, like I said, in a control group so that they attack on their own. Oh, and what are our Minotaurs doing? I haven't tried to take out these swordsmen. Yeah, look how quickly they're crumping. Crumptomies, as the Greenskins would say. Alright, let's get you guys firing on these swordsmen. Basically, the entire army is broken except for the Huntsman General, so let's kill him off and then we should be good to go. Yeah, he's gonna break any second. Alright, you guys hold fire. Let's just kill them so we get the maximum amount of experience. You guys can shoot them. Come chase over here. Sword is not wanting to die quite yet. Oh, didn't get the spell off for some reason. There we go. Alright. Alright, that should be about good. After consulting the Skull of Catan, Eager von Horseman, who's one of my favorite characters in Warhammer Fantasy, attempts to fuse the sorcerous powers of his chosen cabal with the unholy resilience of trolls, but his magics go awry. Eagerman is forced to flee the Citadel of Sorcerers as the newly created breed of trolls that vomit pure magic run amok, devouring all of the acolytes and apprentices with ravenous hunger. Which, that would be cool to get a troll variant for Tzeentch, since they tend not to have very many monsters. Alright. Bestial Rage. We're pretty much at full, so we don't need to worry about that. We're not worried about favor, so yeah, let's just build up our Bestial Rage for now.
You have exhausted the opportunities for destruction in these...
Oh, he actually went for our...
Before you move on to new lands.
Herdstone, huh?
First perform a Herdstone.
Okay, let's go after this then. I did not see that. Okay, let's come after Karl Franz. Hopefully these two armies try to attack us at once. That way we retreat out of range of Toddy, and then we can go after Karl Franz. Oh no, I do not want to do the ritual quite yet. Sorry, I'm misclicking that. We'll do life leeching for that extra bonus Winds of Magic generation. Yeah, I think he's actually going to try to sack this. Hopefully he does not capture it, because I do not want to raise another Herdstone. Oh, and we can actually upgrade our Herdstone right away. That will give us a better garrison there as well. Oh, no, it doesn't. Oh, dang, I was thinking it gave it right away. But we'll see if he goes for the bait and tries to attack us rather than our Herdstone. Because that could be a little hiccup in our... Okay. Yeah, we're not going to be able to win this against Karl Franz, but we are going to try to weaken his army so he just sacks it instead of blowing up our Herdstone. Yeah, I thought he went further south. But no, he marched right through the Greenskin lands towards our Herdstone. Like a dick. A sneaky little dude. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately this doesn't give us a lot of room to maneuver. Razor Wars can be really good, like I said, because of their armor piercing. Let's actually keep our spearmen in the front, since they have better defensive stats. We'll put our Ungors on the side. And then our Ungor spearmen without shields on the side to catch the Reiksguard. Alright, we want to move out into the open a little bit better so we can actually maneuver with our Razor Gores. We have almost no missile units though. And these maps are actually really beautiful. I think the world routes and the Herdstone map are actually really beautiful. Creative Assembly did a really good job. Kudos to the map designers on these. They are really interesting, even though they're really interesting looking, even though they may not be the most fun to play sometimes just because it's a narrow battle, which is not great for the Beastmen. It is just a really cool variety, I should say. Are they actually marching towards us? Yeah, we need to get on them as quickly as possible so that we can get on those mortars, hopefully, and kill them off. Okay, the mortar is going for our Razor Gores. Try to dodge some of those shots a little bit. Ooh, and those are handgunners, I believe. Yep. Luckily, these trees are breaking some of their shots. We're gonna have to try to be really stealthy with our... Oh, there's Reiksguard. Okay, you guys hold position. We'll try to get these guys into melee so they can actually start doing some damage. You guys try to come around. You as well. We'll pull these Ungors back into the spears. Okay, it looks like we might be able to sneak through a few of them. These guys are getting shot to death. Let's try to give them a little bit more cover. I'm fine with even fighting the Reiksguard. Alright, get them through all the spears, please. Let's go shut down that mortar. Yeah, defensive battle's really hard as the Beastman just because your leadership is so low. Alright, try to bring these guys around for a little bit of a flank, hopefully. They do outnumber us, but we've got guys not doing a whole lot right now. Okay. How are our spearmen faring against those Reiksguard? Not bad actually. Try to bring these other Ungors around to try to help cut off some of these spearmen and swordsmen. Our other Razor got driven off, unfortunately. And if we can kill off these Reiksguard too, that would be really good for us. Alright, let's go shut down those handgunners now. Yeah, we're inflicting more casualties than we would have in the auto-resolve. Okay, let's try to push through a little bit. Get us around off. Oh, Carl France is breaking those guys off. Okay, let's just try to finish this mortar off then. Oh, I guess they're gonna rampage. Yeah, Carl France, unfortunately, in marching towards our Herdstone was not an expected move. As Sun Tzu would say, do what you're... I don't know the quote exactly, but when your enemy thinks you are strong... No, when you are weak, make your enemy think you are strong. When you are strong, make your enemy think that you are weak. We did not do that. So that's why we're in the position we are now. But we did shut down the mortar. And we're doing pretty good against these handgunners. So if we can survive long enough to get them, let's go try to finish off this mortar then. Yeah, we may just get a mass rout from leadership though. Yeah, let's try to kill off these mortars. We can probably just speed this up now. Yeah, because we're just going to get a leadership route. Hopefully we made him pay enough to where he won't occupy our Herdstone, because that would just piss me off. Ooh. Yeah, we didn't do quite as much damage as I would have hoped. I think just the spearmen and swordsmen were a lot stronger in melee than our Ungors were. And unfortunately, this other Razor War got pushed off the map. Oh, he does occupy it. Wait. He sacked it. Oh, and then our other guy, our Nordland, came over. Oh no, he gifted it to Nordland. That's interesting that Lower Lorne is considered a Nordland settlement. An eye for an eye. So this is one of the mods I have, is the lore mod. So on several occasions, the Elector Count Boris Todbringer of Middenheim has led the hunt to catch Khazrak, and once even managed to trap the beastmen near the village of Elsterweld against all odds. Khazrak lost his eye to the Count's Runefang in the ensuing battle, but was saved from death when the fierce warhound Redmaw attacked the Count's horse, allowing Khazrak to escape. Khazrak's eye is never fully healed and continually weeps blood and pus. Such a handicap would usually prove fatal in the brutal culture of the beastmen. But Khazrak Rune has actually made him all the more fearsome. For many months afterwards, he plotted and schemed in his hidden lair, and only when the perfect opportunity presented itself did he put his plan into action. With a series of daring ambushes, he lured the Count and his army into a cunning trap. Khazrak confronted the Elector Count and threw him from his horse, pinning him to the ground. With slow deliberation, Khazrak gouged out one of the Count's eyes with the tip of a horn. Khazrak allowed his foe to live, and some believe that he actually enjoys matching wits against Todbringer, seeing it as a challenge to his skill. Yeah, that sucks. We lost our Herdstone. But we'll wipe out Paul France's army, and then hopefully we can come back and have enough movement range to get after this the next turn. Or this turn, I mean. Oh, I'm going to try to get the ambush once again. Okay, there we go. That's going to make our battle way easier. That'll probably make us not be able to reach Lower Lorne Forest again this turn. But wiping out this army and losing less... I guess we would have replenished fully anyway because of that full moon, but I guess lesson learned. Should pay more attention to those. Okay. Khazrak is going to have quite a duel with Carl France, though. Alright, we need to shut down this mortar. And let's get our Minotaurs back here so they can fight the Reiksguard. We'll get our Bestigors to fight. We'll get some of these Spearmen in front and then our Bestigors in back to soak some of the damage when we fight these Great Swords. Well, let's do it this way. I hate when the unit cards are a little bit mixed up, so... Alright, who am I forgetting? Oh, I guess that's all of them. Okay, we have to spread these guys out a little bit more then. We'll come at this side with the Bestigors. Oh, that's what I was forgetting, is some of our Warhounds as well. Because this way we can wreck their range before they really get into battle. Okay, Warhounds, come take them out. Rex Guard, let's come over here. And you guys come shit down some of these archers. Oh. Alright, how are you guys doing against Karl France? Okay, this shouldn't be too bad of a battle over here. Let's try to pull these archers back so they don't get shot too much. The Reichsguard should crumple pretty fast, with the Minotaurs going after them. Alright. Our new archers, let's shoot at something else, please, just so we don't get too much friendly fire on our guys. Alright, you guys can come this way then. How are you guys faring? Oh, yeah, alright, took a little bit of damage, but I think this should be our second turn to where we heal back up to full. So not too concerning. Alright. And we get a really good trait from Karl France, which his is... I believe it's experience for the army. Or maybe it's just for the Lord, but otherwise, either way, that's what I meant to say. Either way, it is good for even just Khazrak if it gets that way. That way we can level up quite a bit faster and get ahead of the AI. But within like our first like 5 or 6 turns, we've already lost our Herdstone. But we have taken out Karl France, so that's pretty good. But I think this will be a good ending point for our first episode. We'll take the cash on this one. And I'll see you guys in a little bit. I'm Warhammer and have a good time.